Yeah, let's put it back on Friday. I want more Mario.
He's too busy with the beaches on the weekend, Poppy. He's not free. He's not free.
Do you reckon? I kind of think Mario doesn't go outside. I don't think you're allowed to be that good.
It's true.
As here we go, spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of the map. Speaking about people who are a little bit too good, it is for CranKy Gaming, the Red Zerg, Dark.
And spawning in the top left-hand corner of Gressvan, we have his opponent. We have the South Korean Protoss player representing CranKy Gaming. It is herO.
I had to open up my windows. It's raining outside. It's so nice.
Oh, nice, nice. It was raining here yesterday. Oh.
All right, we do have the hatch block, as is tradition.
Smooch, Poppy, smooch.
Been seeing it less lately, to be honest. Oh, Dark's doing something weird.
Oh.
Oh.
Let's go. He jukes herO a little bit, and he is able to get his natural something you rarely see. Something maybe coming back a little bit in the meta, as you were saying. So, yeah, nice moves here from Dark. Want to expand.
Dark actually plays so much like a really low MMR NA Zerg. It's so funny.
Oh my god. Well, it's one of those things where I think what you're trying to say is that if herO just stayed at the natural, then Dark would just be stuck in a really weird place. But because herO moved, then Dark could actually take his natural, and like it's a bit of a gamble.
I feel like it's one of those things where the amount of mining time that you lose by having 2 drones just kind of sitting around waiting for that to happen probably doesn't even make it worth it, but it's just a fun thing to go for, I guess. As herO just being very annoying.
Yeah, very annoying. Especially if it doesn't happen, right? Like
yeah.
Oh god, so the Gamba is real, but you know, Dark, he gets away with it in the end against herO. He gets his base. Love to see it.
Yeah, there's 2 players just kind of flexing that APM here.
Just trying to be as annoying as possible. Across the map, just a gate expand set up from herO. Nothing too crazy to begin with. And there we go. We have our tech of choice.
Yeah, so Stargate, of course, pretty natural. Pretty common these days. It's a very safe way to play the matchup.
Yeah, very safe. But but herO comes in and he goes for the pylon block at the 3rd. Wow.
Yeah, very cheeky. It's going to be causing a bit of lost mining time there. Lost build time there. Beautiful micro as well with Dark, with the Lings. I just love watching when you get 2 players here that are on the absolute top of their game. It's all the little things that they do where it's just, you watch all these good players and they could do stuff like this, but it's just these top players do it every single time. Every tiny little unit interaction just has the most attention to detail. It's just kind of ridiculous sometimes.
It's beautiful to see, something we don't get to see too often, and something that we hope to only try and emulate in our own play. And yeah, it's what happens when the best of the best do face off against each other. Behind this, you're mentioning it, Oracle opener, as to be expected. herO has been messing around with Void Ray and even Phoenix openers in recent times, but at least not here in game 1.
Yeah, I'd be pretty scared going for a Phoenix opener against Dark. He has shown quite a few different times now that he's very good at punishing unsafe Stargate openers.
Yeah, 100%. He's all about that link flooding whenever he can, and even throwing down that Roach Horn at really weird times. For the time being, herO, he's just poking between the bases with his first Oracle. We already have a 2nd on the way and a 3rd as well, so triple Oracle opener into the 3rd Nexus. This is as standard gets here. We haven't really seen this too often today. Classic was actually avoiding this. He was going for a double Oracle into faster blink timings instead, being very aggressive with his own Gateway army.
Yeah, I've definitely seen a lot of players mixing in lower Oracle counts. I think it does also play a bit of a mind game where you can make it look like one of those 1 Oracle all-ins, but beautiful micro coming out from herO. Takes out 5 drones despite a really good spread of queens by Dark.
Yeah, it almost cost him an Oracle, but 5 drones go down nonetheless. He's going to be able to regenerate those shields on that weakened Oracle. I love it. He's even going to be sending it back as well to defend against any kind of Ling run by, and he reinforces with a fresh 3rd Oracle.
Yeah, herO being extremely aggressive with his units here. It's very trademark herO, nothing back at home, everything across the map harassing, being as annoying as possible, forcing units as well. And it is just, yeah, what we expect from the best Protoss player in the world here.
Really is. The queens are going to be keeping up, though. The oracles don't find another way into the natural base behind this. We have that Twilight Council, we have that forge. We're getting into the classic herO style of +1 blink stalkers as a follow-up to the triple oracle.
Yeah, so basically he'll just be looking to keep an eye on what Dark's doing, see if he takes a fourth quickly and he can react to that with his own quick fourth, or if he doesn't want to do that, can go for a bit more of a heavy blink stalker pressure here.
Definitely, and I love how Dark is reading this. Like, we have seen a lot of +1 Zealot, like Zealot Chargel Archon kind of compositions instead rise in popularity, but Dark has been able to correctly read that this is going to be Blink Stalker and he's going for a Hydra Den.
Yeah, really nice. 3 drones going to be going down for these oracles as well. Kind of insane the amount of queen movement as well that herO demands at this stage of the game. Dark just constantly having to chase and reshuffle and react to shades, react to oracle movement. We are going to be having those 6 adepts come back in to throw a shade again, just be annoying, just harass, take out some creep spread as well. herO is just all over Dark in this early game. This is insane early game from the Protoss.
Yeah, exactly. Creep being denied, a couple of drones here and there, a queen whenever he can. What's interesting to me, though, is that Dark skipped his Evo chambers. He's not getting +1 melee or range. He's prioritizing his Hydras. This is very Miyamika-esque, going Ling Hydra into an infestation pit.
Yeah, so do you think it looks like he might be going for a bit of a Ling Hydra bust here?
Oh, yeah. It looks to be the case. I mean, the infestation pit is throwing me off a little bit as the adepts are once again threatening here. This could just be for Adrenal, but no, he's going into Lunkers. Oh, my God.
Oh. Okay, so it's going to be a lurker timing. This is something I've heard about, but not really seen myself. Very unusual.
Yeah, this kind of fell out of favor. This used to be a lot more, I don't know if I want to say common, but Dark would whip this out more commonly a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
Going for these lunker timings when they were a little bit more in the meta, when they were a little bit more, you know, stable.
Yeah, I think it makes a little bit more sense if you can queen walk. I'm sure he's going to be bringing the queens anyway in some form or another, but yeah, this is intriguing to say the least. Hive's on the way.
Yeah, Hive is on the way. The Hydras had been revealed already to herO. herO, his vision has been really great, to be honest. And here we go. He's pushing out across now. He is going to be hitting before the Hive tech lunkers are out.
Yes, this is a pretty big army here by herO, and the lurkers are coming on out here. We do have an observer with the army, so the stalkers with very good micro can try to pick off some of those lurkers, but we have plenty of links, plenty of hydras as well, so a lot of DPS in the army here of Dark.
It really is, and herO has to respect that right now. He's expanding behind this. We have Disruptor production commencing. It looks like he doesn't really intend to push on in. Maybe he will poke with his first Disruptor, but upon seeing these lurkers, I imagine he won't commit.
Yeah, has he seen the lurkers yet? I'm not sure. I think he'll see them if he goes for another adept shade here.
Yeah, exactly. He hasn't seen them yet, but there we go. He does catch wind of them with that observer. He's staying just barely outside of range. Ooh.
There you go. One lurker and a queen going down there. Sitting, yeah, just outside of range there, unless Dark was doing some hold position shenanigans. I wanted to say shenanigan, like
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
It's not a word.
Like shenaniganry, you know? Yes.
I literally can't say it. Disruptor Ball is going to be coming out. Takes down Lurkers, takes down a few of those Hydras, but the Lings getting on top of the Stalkers and Disruptors. Not too much meat to protect the Stalkers from the Lings here, so herO has to be very careful if he goes near Creep. But, I mean, look at this. He's completely kept the Creep right up to the hatchery of Dark. That's actually insane.
It's insane how aggressive he's been and how little room Dark has to breathe right now. More Novas are going to be going off. They connect with some of those Lings with the Queens as well. Oof.
Yeah, that was pretty scary. They were tracking the Lings, but Dark with the last minute split. A little bit too good to just be eating that entire Nova on all of his Lings, but herO, it feels like he's just slowly, piece by piece, just picking apart Dark, and Dark hasn't really had any options here.
Oh, but there we go. The Vipers are out, but despite that, there's no follow-up. We saw a yoink on the Disruptor, but it survived. Another Disruptor is going to be going down, but what's scary is we have a bunch of run-bys being set up here. We have a Prism to go into the main. We have a Zealot run-by towards the north. We have Sky Toss. herO, as soon as he saw those lurkers, he threw down that fleet beacon. He threw down some Stargates. He's working on carriers.
Yeah, I do not know how he's made this transition so quickly, but he has, and he has Mothership on the way, carriers on the way as well. I mean, it sounds kind of wild, but I think this might be the kind of game where you could send the Mothership around to go for an offensive recall.
Yeah, I think so as well, especially to avoid all of those lurkers. Sure, there's a couple of units in the main base, but not enough to deal with the recall. And a big reason as to why herO was able to transition, he's been so careful with his stalker control. He hasn't had to waste warpins on stalkers. He's been relying on just spending his gas on teching and disruptors more than anything. So he's been able to have the freedom to tech up in this way. And the first carriers, they're arriving.
Yeah, this has been an almost flawless game from herO so far, but there's a lot of these lurkers here. It's a little bit scary. I'm not really sure what the best way for him is going to be to deal with an attack if Duck does pull the trigger and start getting aggressive with this. I think it is going to be very important for Duck that he does try to find a timing soon, because those carriers are starting to get up into some scary numbers, and Dark doesn't really have anti-A here. I don't think he has any idea this is coming.
That's the thing. This happened on altitude. This could happen again. He has no idea of the transition. He's picking up some of these disruptors, but more Novas are going to be going off. And Dark is kind of trading pretty well here, but the carriers, they're about to reveal. Oh my god. Oh!
Great blink there. Oh, an amazing stasis traps, taking out more than half of the army of Dark here, and Dark, he is forced to commit. He's going to be trying to take down this Nexus here, but here we go. The carriers have been revealed.
Yeah, but there is no detection with the army, so the lurkers are going to be able to stand strong. This base is going to be cancelled, if not killed. At the same time, we have another massive counterattack towards the triangular third base of herO.
Yeah, nice run by there. We will have vision for at least one of those lurkers, but the robo is actually under threat here.
Yeah, the robo has an observer on the way, but we do have to respect the lunkers. Meanwhile, here we go. herO doesn't care. He wants to try and push on out. The disruptors move forward, but here comes the mothership.
Yeah, does he have detection with this army? It doesn't look like it.
I don't think he does, but now he does.
Kind of looks like he's just bluffing, yeah.
Yeah. He was just kind of bluffing, posturing here. Finally, the observers do come out. 10 probes went down, so herO's economy does take a bit of a hit, but not the biggest hit, and Dark has to transition. Looking at the structures here, no Spire, not yet. He's sticking with with Hydra Lurker Viper.
Yeah, he's just making more lurkers. Fair enough then. As the mothership, it is going to be sticking with the army. No offensive recall. I do still think that a recall into the main would be a very strong move here.
It really can be a strong move, but here we go. The Novas are coming in. The Lunkers, they're stuck.
Oh. Massive connections there, and these lurkers going to be going down. The base going down as well. Darky is going to be repositioning, trying to get on top of this army, but we do see some really nice moves there, going for the feedbacks on the Vipers. Vipers all out of energy now.
Yeah, they are out of energy. They do get the -400, but you know what? The mothership did more than what was needed. We do have a Ling run by, but no, herO is too quick. We have anything. Oh no, sorry. The stasis Lings. Aye. herO's gonna back up. He's gonna turn back around, and hey, he got a base. You know, Dark is knocked down to 4 bases.
Yeah, down to 4 bases. herO looking to secure his 5th base here, going up into that +2 air as well. Carrier is approaching, I believe it's almost 10 carriers now, and I don't think Dark can deal with 10 carriers. He has to try to make some damage happen here, but it might just be too late.
It may be too late. herO is going for a massive counterattack. He catches more of these lurkers out on the map as well. He's going for the base trade. This is maybe best case scenario for Dark, but herO can always recall.
Yeah, I don't love trying to base trade against carriers, and herO doesn't even have to fully recall. He just brings some of these carriers back home. Nowhere near enough Hydras to deal with this, and I think this game might just be over here, as herO is looking to take out the army of Dark.
Yeah, exactly. We have a couple Hydras here in the middle of the map as well. We do see the rest of herO's army converging on these Hydras. The Vipers go down. The Lurkers are going to be going down. The Vipers as well. Dark is so desperate with this move.
Whoa, but the probes, they're all lining up as they main up between the bases. 30 of them have gone down. The Lurker's actually getting massive connections there. He's putting a lot of pressure on this 5th as well. Dark is making an insane amount of chaos go down, and with an army that really should not be doing well against that of herO's, the immobility is being punished so hard.
Yeah, Dark doing a lot with a little right now, but is it going to be enough? I love this. We have Infestors on the way for Dark. He wants to go for the Microbial Shroud. I mean, there's no Storm, to be fair, but look how many carriers there are.
Oh my god. Yeah. This is where herO can do the streamer move where he just A clicks the back of the base and then he walks away from the camera, goes and gets himself a bit of food, maybe a cup of tea, bit of coffee as well. You know, he might be getting a bit tired. He had to work hard.
Yep.
For all his early game, and now he gets to reap the rewards.
Yeah, the parting or the golden move, as they are. We see a couple of Hydras catching a stray carrier, not bad. And once again, Dark is going for the base trade, and herO doesn't have too many bases, to be honest. Like, Dark could maybe win through elimination. It's possible.
Yeah, Dark is really punishing the immobility of herO here, and he's doing a fantastic job of it. It's pretty much the only thing that he can do against this army, and his timing with it has just been impeccable so far.
It really has been, but you know what, herO, he turns back around. He's going to be losing a couple of disruptors and archons here, so Dark is trading as efficiently as possible, but at the same time, herO didn't turn around with everything. He's still pressuring across the map.
He is, but there's that microbial you were talking about, and with a very small number of Hydras, he does actually push the carriers back, and Dark is just doing so much with arguably the wrong set of units. It's kind of incredible to watch.
Exactly, and you know what, herO, he's only fighting with half his army. There we go, the microbial shroud gets thrown down. Fungal on the interceptors as well.
Wow, he's doing work here. The interceptors are all starting to go down here. Another microbial going to be protecting the Hydras that were coming from the top side there. And wow, 2 carriers going down as well. Dark is doing an incredible job with such a mishmash amount of units here.
He's doing it. I think he's done it. herO, he's out of minerals. He cannot replace his interceptors. They're dying and they're staying dead.
No way. The interceptors are all gone. I have no idea how Dark has won this game. That is disgusting.
Wow, mate. I thought Dark was fueled by copium, and he probably was. He probably still is, but the copium apparently can power him into a victory, mate, because herO has no money left. He cannot rebuild those interceptors. He has carriers, but they can't really do anything.
Yeah, this is insane. The fungal microbial combination on the interceptors here doing such work, and how the hell has Dark done that?
GG, well played. herO honestly did an amazing job at being aggressive, at keeping Dark in the dark and going for this unscouted Skytoss transition. He did a beautiful job for the majority of this game, and he should have won this, but Dark just forcing so much chaos, going for all these lurker run-bys, he just somehow was able to pull it off. Wow.
Yeah, he just put lurkers absolutely everywhere, killed way more probes than he probably had any right to. And herO just being caught in a really awkward position there. I actually kind of wonder if herO might have had more success just committing to the full base trade, because a lot of the damage went down while he was turning back and on his way back.
Yeah, I agree. I think herO had an A-move army. I think he could have just sent it across the map and killed everything. And then maybe after killing a couple of bases, then recall into the main or something like that. But yeah, he was, you know, caught between two worlds, caught between a lurker, and that was just really well done by Dark, somehow finding a win there, a win that otherwise, yeah, shouldn't have happened.
Yeah, I mean, that's it. Probably shouldn't have happened at all, but beautifully done there by herO. By Dark, sorry. Oh, did they just miss us?
No, I think they just missed us, Papi. Oh, no. Not like this. Yeah. It looks like they're getting into game 2. But it looks like we have not been invited into the lobby, so smurge.
Too many casters.
Yeah. So if you want to tune in to game number 2, Dave Testa, Chicken Man, they've got you covered. Yeah, I guess we won't be. Guess we won't be in that one. Feels bad, man. Feels bad.
We didn't get picked for the team, man.
We didn't get picked, Papi. Didn't get picked. Yeah. I guess. I guess we'll go on a break. I guess. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about like casting from their streams. I guess we could, but I don't know if that's what we want to do.
I think a break sounds okay.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're going to be going on a short break. When we return, game 3. Smooch. It happens. See you guys soon. See you soon. And again, for those wondering who may be tuning in for the first time and aren't too familiar with these players, Shelby, he is a pretty good Peruvian player. He's a streamer as well. He's streaming his POV.
Dios mío, Dios mío, Dios mío. Men, ¿qué me quiere pushar con 4 Belin, 3 mutas? ¡Corre, Forest! No lo dejen ir. ¡Ah! ¡No! ¡Oh! ¡Te pasaste de ver!
But he also looks after the convenience store when his parents aren't around. So he's currently competing, playing, and also looking after the store, and he needs to pause whenever there's a customer.
What I want to know is how far does he have to go? You know, like, is it like downstairs,
so,
right?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, I think it's a flight of stairs. He has to get down the flight of stairs.
you're like a customer. You're like in the, waiting. You know, ding, and then you're. he's like straight up running down.
every now and then, it's like you hear him fall.
Waiting for like trip and fall. But I agree, he needs to like set up a camera.
And we're back. We're back. We apologize everyone for the delay and that we weren't able to make it into game number 2. But both Dave and Chicken Man have been gracious enough to allow us to restream their streams. And yeah, we're here in game 2. And things
Let's go. And it looks like we're having a Glaives opener coming out from herO with a very quick disruptor transition. So very interesting game. Pretty spicy game to jump into.
Yeah. So it looks like the Glaive opener didn't really do too much damage. Dark still has a pretty healthy worker count overall at 45. But as you were saying, herO is transitioning behind this. We already have our first disruptors on the way and a third base as well. But Dark is looking to try and deny that.
Yeah, it looks like herO very quickly identifying what kind of game it was going to be. Didn't overcommit to the Adepts here. But yeah, the third in a little bit of trouble here. The Adepts do have to come home to deal with these Lings.
Yeah, the Lings do go for that run by. They do force herO back home, but they weren't able to force a cancel on that third base, unfortunately. So, yeah, herO's looking still in a pretty commanding position, to be honest. He's able to defend that counterattack. He's going for the disruptor drop. Prism speed has finished, and he's moving out. As a response, though, I don't really know if Dark was able to scout this transition. Maybe he's just aware that herO likes to do this. We have a Spire on the way.
Okay, Spire on the way, and that's a fantastic response to this. So, as you were saying, definitely some bit of metagaming going on here, I think.
Yeah, just a little bit. So with that, the Mutas should be able to shut down not just the Prism, but also go for a counterattack. But we'll see if Dark is able to minimize his losses before that happens. We do have the Disruptor slipping into the main base already, looking for some of those shots, actually going for a Queen.
Yeah, so herO is going to be trying to take whatever damage he can here and there. He does have Prism speed, so it's not too risky to be going for this. And meanwhile, going for a bit of harass with the Adepts as well. He spots the 4th base on the way, so notice that Dark isn't necessarily going completely all in, but yeah, definitely is prioritizing units somewhat. And oh, there we go. He gets a scout on the Spire. That's huge.
Oh, that is massive. He has eyes on that Spire. He knows to get ready for Muta. 6 Mutas are on the way, but herO should be throwing down some shield batteries, some cannons. Stalkers are being warped in as we speak. So herO has all the information he needs, and he's still not backing off, by the way. He's still being quite aggressive. We have a decent force of units there in the middle of the map, at least forcing that creep back.
Yeah, there we go. He's running straight on in there. Nice micro as well. Going to be tanking some of the damage there on those disruptors and trying to break his way forward. These spores are really nice from Dark. They are going to slow down herO and stop the micro potential. And the Muta's actually going straight across the map here. Okay.
Yeah, the Mutas go across some, but they don't find too much damage, unfortunately, and now herO can focus on his main push. The boys are being pulled. The Mutas, they were needed back at home. They do get the Prism, but they need more than just the Prism. They need to focus down these disruptors, and the Stalkers are here to support.
Yeah, herO seeing his moment when he saw that Spire, saw all that gas commitment into Mutas, and he just dives on that moment, and herO ties things up 1-1.
Wow, GG, well played. Oh. herO does tie up the series there with that great follow-up. Also, as you were saying, just really smooth or really good killer instinct to realize and recognize when Dark was at his weakest, when he was making those Mutas.
Yeah, 100%. We have got ourselves a series here.
We really do. Let's just make sure everything is set up and okay. Oh god. Oh good. But yeah, shout out to Dave and Chicken Man again. They were allowing us to restream their POVs once we were forgotten, but it's all good. Oh. We can continue.
Dark saying he hates splitters so much. Does that mean what is that? Splitters. Disruptors? He hates splitting, maybe?
I think it means disruptors. It's all good.
Nice.
Yeah, here we go. We're going to be getting into game number 3. We have a tied up series. We're not going to have a 3-0. Not this time. Not ever. And we'll see who has the momentum here. Again, herO just completely switching gears. Unfortunately, we weren't able to cast the beginning of it, but going for a Glaive Adepts the way that he did, it's again a great way to just shift up and shake up the game. Yeah,
I mean, it's something that you can really see the skill of these players, that he was able to identify so quickly.
Oh. We're gonna have to remake this game.
Maybe.
Maybe. So for those wondering, you can see it here in the loading screen. herO is accidentally playing Terran, and I don't think that's intentional.
Oh, and I think he left, so we're gonna have to wait for the full countdown.
Yeah. Oh no, it's okay.
Okay, nice.
So we're gonna have to remake here. Our player is just a little bit flustered, but it's okay. All good.
Dark invited me to his party, like
Oh,
personally. He wanted me there.
he wants you in his party, Poppy. Oh, let's go. What kind of party is
there
it?
we go. Never mind. It's gonna have cake. Like
Oh,
it's gonna be a nice party.
Oh,
It's gonna have cake and
what are you gonna do with
party
the cake?
activities. Gonna eat it, light. Gonna eat it.
Yeah,
You gotta relax a little
put
bit.
it in, Poppy. Eat it.
Wait. It's Saturday. It's not even 5 p.m. yet. You gotta save it, alright?
It's 5 p.m. somewhere, mate. What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
You're an animal.
Oh my god. Alright, well, we're just going to be remaking our game here, remaking the lobby, and we can continue this best of 5 grand finals. This time, we're actually in game. Let's go.
Let's go. And here we are, spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of the map, playing for CranKy Gaming. This is Dark.
And spawning in the top right-hand corner of Ancient Cistern, we have his opponent. We have the South Korean Protoss representing CranKy Gaming, DKZG. It is herO. Alright, so we've had some standard play out of herO. We've seen some Glaive Adepts as well. How are we going to mix things up on Ancient Cistern? Again, Dark doing, I still want to reiterate, like, just the amazing, like, tenacity that Dark had to win game 1, despite how things were going for him. I'm still shocked. I'm still impressed, and I want more. I want an ace match.
Oh, he took his third liar. The mind games.
Oh, crazy. This time he
He
didn't.
lost his mind.
He didn't do the thing. He didn't do the drone thing.
He didn't.
Yeah.
He really didn't.
He knows. He knows he can't get away with it on Ancient Cistern.
It's the fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on Protoss.
Shame on shenaniganry.
No. See, it's hard. It is hard.
It is hard. Yeah. It's like a tongue twister, you know.
All right, so here we're going to be going for core first. Actually, I thought for a moment there that I've misseen and that it was a pull first coming out from Dark, but no, he's just going core first anyway. So he's going to be looking to put some heavy pressure on with the depths here.
Yeah, exactly. I wouldn't be surprised if he throws down a second gateway momentarily for a 2-gate opener. Well, it's pseudo 2-gate opener, I guess. To be aggressive, to send everything out across the map. Interesting, especially on Ancient Cistern, one of the larger maps.
Yeah, there we go. We are going to be chronoing out that Adept ASAP, and yeah, with Warpgate going down as well, I don't think it's going to be a Stargate game. I think he's going to be looking for maybe a Robo first or Twilight Council first and into something very aggressive here. Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah, we have a Stargate thrown down in the main base. No delay on that Warp Gate, so he's going to be showing Dark something, but doing something else entirely here. So a little bit of mind games going on, I feel.
Yeah, very interesting opening coming out from herO here.
Yeah, exactly. With that, though, Dark is going to slip in with his slow lings. The wall is not a wall. There is an Adept on the high ground, and the Adept, is going to miss that first ling and is going to get a full scout of the main.
Wait, so the Adept, it was a really fast Adept, but the Adept didn't even go across the map. I did not understand this opening.
Don't worry about it. It's okay.
Oh, it's fast 2 Adepts. Okay, that kind of makes sense.
Yeah. Now with our 2 Adepts, we can zoom across the map. We can look to deal some economic damage. But Dark is aware of this. We already have 6 lings on the way in preparation for this aggression. But mate, herO, he's got some of the best micro in the world. Can Dark keep up?
Yeah, here we go. We are having this very fast 2 Adept timing coming on in. Dark's going to be doing a really good job positioning his queens just to try to keep these away from the bases.
Yeah, and the Adepts are forced back for the time being. Link speed is done as well. The Adepts are, well, they don't find a way into either one of these bases. And yeah, they're going to be forced back for the time being here. herO trying to take a third base behind this, but Dark is about to rock up here and delay that third.
Yeah, Dark making quite a few links here, so he's going to put pressure on the third. The third does get thrown down. The Oracle rushing back to deal with this, but no, it's going to be a cancel.
Yeah, it is going to be canceled. At the same time, the two adepts do get across the map. They're going to be able to pick off some of these drones, but they're going to get taken out.
3 drones for 2 adepts. Now that it's a little bit later, I think not the best trade here.
Yeah, especially considering that those adepts, if they were at home, we could have seen a third base. Speaking of being a third base, Dark once again goes for another link counterattack. This time, though, we do have an adept. This time we have a little bit more Sim City here, but Dark doesn't care.
Yeah, there are a lot of links here. The Oracles are going to be forced to come back home. A little bit of a supply block here for Dark, unfortunately. So it's going to be hard for him to really press the issue right now.
Oh, it really is. I mean, as you were saying, at least it does force Hero to turn back around, so he hasn't really dealt too much economic damage. The Queens are in position. The Oracles are forced back once again, as Dark is going straight into his lair. Hasn't gone for any other tech structure right now. Just going to be droning, and oh, the Adepts have arrived, though.
Yeah, the Adepts have arrived. Not too many units here for Dark just because of that supply block there. And the Oracles might actually be able to get a good angle on these links. No, Dark anticipates that, backs off, but Hero overall trading pretty well here.
Yeah, he is trading quite well, and I was really curious why there was no Roach Warren and why there was a lair instead, and we see why. Dark is going for an all-in. We have a Nidus on the way off of these 3 bases. All these Queens are going to be used offensively instead.
Okay, yeah. I mean, there's no energy for Revelation here, but oh, so much damage going down. He sees the lair is finished, and I wonder if that's enough for him to piece this together. A battery immediately going to be started up. And
yeah.
Is he just giving up the third? Yeah, he's just giving up the third.
He knows, mate. He knows. He did even see the Nidus as well at the third base. The Nidus is being thrown down on the low ground instead. The Overlords are being picked apart left and right. Dark is very committed here, but Hero has forewarning. He is getting ready for this all-in.
Yeah, he is. He's finding all the Overlords. He's giving up that third, which is a very important step as well, I think. Very decisive decision-making from him there.
Yeah, it is a nice bait there on that stasis trap. Dark is droning behind this, so it looks like he's recognized he cannot break the natural. He's going to be killing the third for some secure damage and just transitioning from here.
Yeah, behind this, Hero going to be throwing down some extra gateways. Got that +1 and Blink on the way, so might just be looking to all in as a counter with Blink.
Yeah, exactly. Before that happens, he has to be very careful. He has to respect these Queens. At least coming for us around.
Yeah, Blink is really far away, and these Stalkers, they are trapped. They will be going down. Fantastic move by Dark here.
Oh my god, exactly. Just luring Hero in, and Hero just overextending. He just had to defend his natural base, but he wanted to be a little bit more aggressive. That's who he is. That's in his nature. And now he's lost so many Stalkers here. That counterattack is going to be that much weaker.
Yeah, it certainly is. It kind of puts Hero from in a position where he could go for a very aggressive counter into one where he just has to be behind a little.
Yeah, now he just has to be defensive instead. Dark is safe to drone up, safe to take a 4th base, and with all of that freedom, he's going for a Hydra Den again.
He is, and he's not droning.
Yeah, I mean, we do have a couple of devs showing up here in between the bases. Going to be picking up 3 more drones.
Oh,
Nicely
that was
done.
Cute. Yeah. Very fast sport trick, though.
Very quick sport tricks from Dark. He's running up a little bit just to regain what he's lost, but I still don't see a 4th base here, so he could just be going for a Ling Hydra follow-up all in, but he's droning up a little bit more, so we're getting a little bit of mixed signals. There we go. He's just droning. He's droning.
Talk to us, Dark. Tell us how you feel.
Don't make us try to read you, Papi. Just use your words. Open up.
So Queen's going to be moving back towards the front. They're respreading that creep. The Hydras as well. It's so much DPS there. They will just melt the Oracles if they wander too far forward. And looks like a couple of the Oracles did go down before anyway. So Hero's working with a pretty... I don't want to say subpar, because it's not exactly his fault. Like, things happened in this game, but it's not a great army here.
Yeah, exactly. You know, he can't really pressure too much. Like, he's dipping in to clear up some of this creep, but he can't really commit to any of these bases, I don't think, especially with the vast amount of Queens and Hydras that we have available. Does pick up 1 Hydra, though. Nice Blink micro there, but Dark is free to just drone and chill from here. You know, the onus is more on Hero to come back in this game.
Yeah, herO says, screw this one Hydra in particular.
Oh.
I'm gonna do an entire murder on him.
Feels bad, man. Feels bad.
Kind of like, that wasn't even the first Hydra.
Yeah.
He just went after it.
Yeah. He just did like the eeny meeny miny mo thing, and he just
Yeah.
you are it. Oh.
You are the chosen one.
feels bad, man. Feels bad. Oh god, as hero's gonna try and poke in wherever he can, but he just runs into a wall of Hydras behind this. We have Immortal production commencing. We have a Templar Archives on the way for Storm, which would be amazing as well. But I feel like Dark, now that he has his Hive on the way, he's gonna be free to do what he did in game 1 and go into Lunkers.
Yeah, I think Dark's going to have a solid timing here, but I also think he's going to need to use it because the fourths of the two players are going down at pretty similar times.
True, like Dark doesn't have the most amazing economy, right? Like hero is actually, his worker count is pretty comparable to Dark right now. So yeah, Dark maybe delaying his fourth for too long kind of set himself a little bit behind as a result.
Yeah, could be, but he has a lot of these Hydras here, so maybe looking to do something offensively. I have been told by Chappie that in ZVP you're not allowed to attack as the Zerg, but I think he might just be balance whining.
I think Chappie's on some weird copium right there. I don't. Maybe that's just something Rainer said on stream.
True.
Oh god, as we have 1-1 on the way, we have fungals, we have pathogen glands instead. Very interesting for Dark to go for infestors and instead of lurkers.
Yeah, a little bit of a cool mix up there, and that can deal really well, especially with Stalkers. If you lock them down and then surround them with Lings, the DPS of the Hydras as well will make short work of them, but it is going to be Storm from herO. I think Dark might have just been able to see the High Templars. No, maybe not yet.
Yeah, I don't think he's spotted the High Templar yet here at this fourth base of herO. And I worry, we have Ultras on the way. Oh my god.
Okay. That's really interesting because herO's made quite a few Immortals, and herO is one of the few Protosses that really likes Immortals. I think a lot of the non-Korean Protosses have a bit of a disdain for Immortals, but herO will often go up to some pretty high Immortal counts, and that's generally going to be a best counter for Ultras here.
I mean, I'm brought back to herO back when he first came back and was really popularizing his style pre-Katowice, and he was going massive Immortal as a transition.
The 3 Robo Immortal transition.
Yeah, exactly. That kind of fell out of favor over time, but he's more than willing to embrace that. But before that happens, we have a Fleet Beacon. herO is getting ready for Sky Toss.
Yeah, herO is gradually making his Sky Toss transition, not quite as aggressively as he did in that first game here, as he does need to be safe. Looks like he does throw down a Storm there, keeps his units safe. Bit of a Zealot run by here, putting a threat on this hatchery, but the hatchery just will be saved here. Oh, will it? Dark.
Dark is a little bit distracted by the main army. The High Templar looking a little bit exposed as well. There we go. The Storms are being thrown down. Meanwhile, that one herO Zealot going for the drones instead. He wants more damage. He could get it all.
Yeah, but there you go. The Revelation goes down. We have that Revelation on those Infestors. Nice feedbacks. And Dark is going to be looking to try to get a Fungal on the group of High Templars here.
He is looking for that Fungal. Meanwhile, that one herO Zealot is eviscerating the mineral line. He's going crazy, Papi. And here we go. The rest of the army is coming in to support that herO Zealot. The base will go down.
Down it goes. Oh, a couple of those Infestors do go down to the Archons, but big Fungals going down on all of the High Templars. Quick feedback's coming out from herO as well. Going to be a little bit of a battle to see who can land their spells first.
Oh, exactly. Despite those Fungals, though, there is no follow-up. We still have Storms behind this. The Lings are trying to get on top of this army. There are no more Banelings, though.
Yeah, no more Banelings. The Lings wrapping around, getting on top of the High Templars. Bit of a Zealot run by coming from the north. Everything kind of going everywhere here. Both players in a bit of a chaotic state, but looks like all of the Infestors actually went down for Dark, and he's not rebuilding them.
Yeah, a lot of the Infestors did go down. The Ling Banes as well. We're going Mass Hydra right now. Still no Lurker Den. I'm a little bit in shock, and as Dark barely holds on, we have carriers on the way again. Like the Hydras, they kind of have longevity, but I don't know if I'm comfortable saying that when I'm casting Dark, because hey, he won game 1.
Yeah, it's true. herO may be going to be learning from a few of the mistakes of game 1 and going for, you know, a slightly more more decisive movement, I think, with the army is probably
Yeah.
what's needed. But here we go. The Infestors have been... they have had the time to regain their energy, and they will be putting some pressure back on, but the hatch finally goes down to the south there.
Yeah, exactly. The Zealots clean that up. We do have a Prism slipping into the main base as well, so Dark's gonna try and defend at multiple places at once. We do have some Storms, but honestly, we don't have that many High Templar remaining here for herO.
Yeah, I mean, the Storms, you just walk out of them, 5-hit.
Shaking my head, mate, shaking my head. As there we go, we do have herO finally backing off, taking his 5th base. Dark still only on 4 hatcheries, by the way. I'm really worried here for the production, for the economy of Dark. He is maxing out. He does have 3-3 on the way, but Ling Hydra Infestor is his army composition.
Yeah, the Immortals. Immortals going down here is huge because Dark hasn't committed to the Ultras yet, and if he takes out a good amount of these Immortals, I think he will have the chance to, but herO doesn't want to let it get to that. He's going to be charging on forward. Good Fungal is going to be going down on quite a few of these High Templars. Massive Fungal this time on nearly every High Templar. 2 of those going to be going down.
Mate, you say 2, I say 3 High Templar go down to the Fungals. Very nicely done. At the same time, we have a Baneling Hydra run by here at the 3rd base. Not much to defend. We have a massive Warping of Zealots in the main, though. This time it looks like herO is not going to turn around.
Yeah, beautiful timing on that counterattack, and I really don't want herO to turn around, and I think he has to go for it, but no, there's going to be a recall of 2 carriers, and there's just not enough shield battery trees, or is there?
Wow, shield battery holds on. This base is saved. At the same time, herO is pushing on forward into the 3rd base of Dark. He's in the main, and all the tech is under threat. 3-3 may even be denied here. No, the results are a little bit distracted. We're going full base shade mode right now, but Dark is running out of steam.
The entire map is flashing here. The Hydra's getting on top of the carriers. One of those is going to be going down. The second one in a fair bit of trouble as well. The Ultra is going to be popping back home for Dark. 3 or 4 Ultras have come out, so they should be able to deal with at least a Zealot run-bys, and I think it's only 1 Immortal here, so yeah, I think we're going to have to get out of here, but GG is called, and herO this time, more decisive, more dangerous, gets the win.
Oh, GG, well played, herO. Oh, this time, yeah, more decisive play, as you were saying, a much more solid army overall with those Storms, with those Immortals. Didn't invest as heavily into that Skytoss transition, as you mentioned, a more robust ground army instead. And I was questioning that recall, but herO knows better than us. He knew exactly what he needed to hold on to that base. Oh.
Yeah, definitely. That was just enough there to be able to deal with the Hydras that have been left behind.
There you go. GG, well played. Oh, and with that, herO is going to be leading this series 2-1 and needs only 1 more game here to be this week's KSL champion.
Yeah, there we go. He is on match point though.
Here we go. How will this all come to an end? Or will this continue? That is going to be the question here as we're getting ready for our next game. Oh boy.
It's going to be on Royal Blood here. Okay.
Royal Blood is going to be the map of choice, and again, Dark is up against the wall. He needs to win this game to make a series out of it. herO, win this game. That's it. It's over. He's a champion.
Over.
Oh boy. The question is, are we going back to the Adepts?
Yeah, hero's shown that he's able to really mix things up here, and that's an interesting style that he broke out in that game 3, going for the core first, going for some very fast Adepts, and the first 2 Adepts, despite that being such a priority for him, didn't really get much done, so yeah, kind of interesting back and forth game there, but I'm curious to see if, yeah, he will go for Twilight Council opening this time.
We will see, as here we go. We are spawning in on Royal Blood, and in the top right hand corner we have the South Korean Zerg player representing CranKy Gaming. It is Dark.
And in the bottom left hand corner of the map, the CranKy Gaming as well, it is the South Korean Protoss, herO.
Oh boy, herO has been mixing up his openers from time to time. Dark was trying to be the more decisive player last game, if you recall, where he was following it up with a Nidus all-in. Did transition out of it, but had a really awkward transition, as we saw, you know, more hyper-focus on building up that Hydra force, delaying his fourth for a long time. And as a result I say that things did stabilize afterwards, but Dark had a really interesting composition that he was working towards in the late game.
Yeah, definitely. He was kind of moments away from that ultra transition really kicking in, but yeah, herO just a little bit too sharp that time. And I really like the way as well that herO went into that carrier transition more slowly and safely as well. And it meant he had a little bit more on the ground.
Yeah, it really did. It really did. So, yeah, nice little adaptation from herO overall. Just, you know, being aware of the game state and making sure that he is as safe as possible in his transition. But now we're here in game number 4, and things are gonna reset a little bit. We do have pretty standard setup overall. Again, herO has shown us that he is more than willing to go for a Twilight Council opener if need be, and I wouldn't be surprised if he does mix it in here in game 4.
Yeah, definitely. It's a bit of a shorter map. It's a map that doesn't have a ramp going up into the natural as well, so aggressive play is a bit more of an option here. We are going to be seeing him, okay, not getting warp gate, so I think it is going to be Stargate again.
There we go, no warp gate. There's a Stargate in the main base. We do have a Stalker on the way regardless, but I'm sure Dark can see and take note that warp gate was delayed overall, so should not be bamboozled by what's going on.
Yeah, for sure. And yeah, it's going to be a pretty standard game coming out from the two players. Dark has shown some pretty wild stuff in this series. He's been going for a lot of Hydra timings, delaying his upgrades quite a few times to get those going as well.
Yeah, he has been pulling that off. It does make it a little bit harder to read as a result, whether Dark is even, you know, being aggressive or not and committing or not. So we'll kind of see how that all comes to fruition here. We do have that first Oracle on the way, so again here not mixing things up with Void Ray first or anything like that.
Yeah, I feel like that's not really his style anyway. He's so aggressive with the early units. It's kind of like when we see top Terrans always going for 3cc Banshee, where it's just, if you can keep yourself safe and you have those tools to work with, there's no reason to gamble or try to risk anything going for well, I mean, like, you're herO. You don't need to trick your opponent.
That's what I've been saying. You don't need to, but he likes to sometimes, you know. it's herO. It's just how he is. Oh god. So yeah, we'll see what he decides to go for here. Again, we do have our second Oracle on the way to meet up with the first, and I wouldn't be surprised if we have a third Oracle behind this. As there we go, it is queued up.
Yeah, there we go. Adept's going to be moving across the map as well, so herO going to be looking to get a bit of scouting done here.
Yeah, the Adepts are looking to shade in towards that third base. Are going to be stopped for the time being here. Dark keeping up with his queens. We do have the double Oracle dipping in towards the third. The Spore is still not done.
Yeah, herO unfortunately shooting a couple of Lings there, I believe, but well, this pressure is doing quite a bit, denying a lot of the mining time. The Adepts going to be going for these drones in the main as well. They should be able to get at least 1 or 2 of them.
Yeah, they get 2 more drones. They shade into the natural as well, but no drones were here to really take care of. 6 drones in total going down, but herO can meet up with his third Oracle and he can go in again.
Yeah, the aggression of herO really impressive here. Does spot the drone going over there to take that fourth, and we'll just be heading back home for the moment. Looks like his third still being set up here.
Yeah, we have a really interesting follow-up. We have a bit of a gateway explosion. We have a Twilight Council on the way. No Forge. I'm curious what this is going to lead into here for herO. How heavily he's going to be committing as he's just sending just shade after shade of Adepts across the map. These are Glaveless, by the way.
Yeah, okay. herO just continuing to put gateways down. Could be going for a very aggressive timing here.
Really could. The Adepts are going to be shading in towards the natural base. We have a couple of Lings in position, but the boys have to be pulled because we don't have enough Lings.
Yeah, there we go. 4 drones going down. Really nice target fire coming out from herO there. 7 drones going down here. Oracle's going to be poking on in, and basically the name of the game, it looks like, for herO here is just take out as many drones as you can, force the Zerg into an awkward economic position, make them drone as well, just so this timing will hit that much harder. And okay, it's going to be charged.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense, but without +1, it's kind of interesting.
Yeah, it feels like a more all-in variation from herO because there's no more
Oh.
longevity here, just charge lots on the way.
He's still making oracles as well. He's making a 6th oracle right now.
Oh my god. Mass Oracle charge lot. Let's go. This is what we were talking. This is what you were kind of talking about earlier, where you're like, man, you're herO, you don't need to do anything crazy. It's like, you're right, he doesn't, but he still does. Like, he still does crazy stuff from time to time.
Yeah, why not, I suppose. So we go the Queen movement, as always, from Duck. Extremely good here. He is being kept very busy, though, by these oracles and adepts, and he hasn't really had a chance to work out what's coming his way.
Yeah, Dark just hasn't been able to scout. He hasn't been able to have much room to breathe. He's just been focusing on droning and droning. He does now have a Roach Warren. He's working on Roach Ling. Infestation Pit is on the way. He is teching right now, and he has now caught wind here of those Zealots.
Yeah, and I mean, that's pretty sus as well, that he's got the gases at the 3rd, but he's not mining them.
Yeah, that is a little bit suspect. As the Zealots are revealed, we do see a Baneling Nest on the way for Dark immediately as soon as he saw those Zealots, but is it too late? Does he have enough Queens? That's a lot of Queens.
That is a lot of Queens. I don't know if this is the angle for herO to go for, but Zealots, they're pretty good. They're streaming across the map. The Ravager Egg's going to be morphing at the front to block them as well. That's very cute, but well, it looks like a lot of the transfuses have been used. The Oracle's going to be jumping and taking out the Queens. All the anti-air is gone.
Wow, every Queen goes down. We do have a buyout, but the buyout does miss. The Ravager's being focused down as well. The Mass Oracle follow-up is working here for herO.
Yo, the Oracles just go straight away for the spores. These Ravagers, these Roaches going to be going down to the Oracles, going down to the Zealots as well. And I think he has just done it. He has found his timing.
He has found his timing. 9 drones go down. That 4th base is under threat for Dark. We do see a couple of Roaches trickling on in, but nothing shoots up. Thankfully for Dark, these Oracles are running out of energy.
Yeah, they are. And the micro has been pretty good for Dark, so he takes quite a lot of these Zealots out. herO wasn't able to take down the 4th. I think it might have been nice if he'd been able to split off a bit of his attention and do that, but he's just continuing to pump out oracles. He's got +1 and Blink on the way, as well as the Templar Archive, so he is transitioning.
He is looking to transition here. He is going to be supplementing this army with Archons, with those Stalkers. It looks like Dark is going to be able to hold on to his 4th base, thankfully, so he's still in this, but herO has an amazing economy right now. He's going to have the defender's advantage, and soon he will have enough energy to reactivate these oracles and just dive on top of this army.
Yeah, definitely really good for Dark that he had Roach Speed finished in time for this.
Yeah.
That saved his bacon here, but despite that, herO just going to be charging on after him. These oracles just zapping on down everything. They melt those Ravagers so very fast, but big run by is coming in from Dark. This is great. He is just so good at dealing with these chaotic situations.
Yeah, this is very reminiscent. We even have a Bailey being morphed in the middle line as
Yo.
well. Unfortunately, no +2 melee, but regardless, a lot of damage is still about to be done. Oof.
Yeah, that lane gonna finish what that Baneling started, and actually taking out a lot of probes here. 15 probes have gone down.
Yeah, exactly. The Roaches in the natural base are being cleaned up as well. This is forcing herO to stay home. This is buying Dark more time to rebuild his army. Oh, maybe extending a little bit though. A lot of these Roaches are gonna get picked up.
Yeah, herO just gonna be splitting off a few Zealots to do their thing over there while he tries to defend his building 4th here. Looks like the 4th is finished, so it won't be able to be cancelled, so he has to save it.
Oh, he has to save it, but it looks like he won't be able to. The 4th Nexus goes down. Dark, once again, finding damage.
Yeah, pretty crazy response by Dark, and herO, unfortunately, maybe not finding enough damage despite how well his attack went, but he still has these oracles, and these oracles will just continue to amass energy, and that's something that he's going to have for the rest of the game here that makes him really scary if Dark ever has to slow down.
Yeah, but you know what? Dark isn't slowing down. He's just still rallying everything across the map, trying to overwhelm what few units that herO has left on the ground. He lost all of his Zealots. He's losing his Archons left and right as well. Dark, he's kind of doing this.
Yeah, Dark is absolutely everywhere. It's kind of insane how much he's able to do here just by splitting off so many units all over the place, even going for Burrow just to make things even more confusing and hectic for the Protoss player to deal with.
Wow, exactly. The borrowed roaches, they don't have tunneling claws, but they can regenerate that health, and they can just, again, just pop out whenever they need to. They force more revelations. They're forcing these oracles not to be used offensively.
Yeah, it just makes the defense that much more stressful as well. You have to keep track of where all of these borrowed units are all the time, and it's just one more thing to think about when you're already trying to deal with 2-3 attacks going down at once.
Exactly, and initially herO was ahead economically. He was ahead in so many different ways, but after all said and done, Dark has taken a worker lead. He has his 4th up and running. herO is stuck on 3 bases. Like, Dark has been able to pull himself back into this, but that's still a lot of oracles. Oh my god.
Yeah, the oracles do head across the map. Pretty good amount of energy here, and they will be able to eviscerate this drone line.
No spores whatsoever. At the same time, we have a roach counterattack, but this time we have blink stalkers waiting for him. herO is beautifully set up defensively, and he just takes down an entire mineral line.
Yeah, 21 drones go down in the blink of an eye there.
We have 10 oracles. Just make more oracles, Bobby. That's all you need. herO has been able to stabilize here. He's going for a massive counterattack. Long gone are the days of the chargelets. It's all about those blink stalkers. We've somehow found ourselves into that herO style with oracles and blink stalkers.
Oh, it looks like okay. Maybe I thought that might have been a misblink, but he has these stalkers up to the top of this little terrain here, actually using the map extremely well.
Wow, beautiful blinks down to the low ground as well as hero's pushing on forward once again, just waiting for the moment to activate those oracles. We do have a bit of a surround being set up here by Dark, but a little bit mistimed.
Oh, it's not enough. It's not enough at all. The DPS from this oracles is just insane. He's going to be jumping right on top of these roaches. Offensive blink on top of the rest of them. GG. And herO has done it.
Wow, GG, well played. herO takes the series 3-1, and he'll be this week's KSL champion.
Let's go. Beautiful play coming out. Honestly, from both players. Really nice series, though.
Yeah, really nice series overall. herO, once again, just showing off a wide, diverse array of builds. Different slight transitions as well. It was really cool to see herO adapt over the course of the series. And here at the end, just having a little bit of fun here with a charge, oracle, timing, transitioning into blink oracle. Like the mass oracle, you never see it coming. It's just so out of left field. But herO, he does it every now and then. It's disgusting.
Yeah, that was a pretty wild build to mix in there. I think he kind of felt like, oh, you know, I've got a game to work with. Let's do something wild, and it paid off.
Yeah.
Only just, though. Dark almost did it.
True. Dark was almost able to come back with his just mass harassment. Lings and roaches all over the place. It almost brought him back. Almost, though. That wasn't quite enough. Congratulations to herO. Again, he's the best Protoss in the world for a reason. And Dark was a worthy opponent. Really good games overall. And again, they do go back and forth in series from time to time, so it can be hard to predict who is going to be the favorites. But we always get some really entertaining games.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, there we go. GG, well played. Congratulations to herO. My condolences to Dark, but I hope everyone enjoyed themselves. A kind of a shaky broadcast a little bit. You know, we were left out of a game, and you know, I didn't have my Asher for a little bit, but a good tournament overall. So yeah, thank you, Asher, for being a part of this, for bearing witness.
No worries.
GG, well played. I hope everyone in the chat enjoyed themselves as well. And Asher, you're not done.
Oh, really? I want to eat my food.
I need you for one more game, Asher, because during this broadcast, a lovely regular in the chat, Frost, did redeem a replay cast.
Alright, I'm down for a Frost cast. Oh, he's going to play Zerg, though, isn't he?
Is he? No shot. No way. I don't think so. He has been playing some Zerg, but I'm pretty sure he wanted you to cast him specifically. I think it's Terran.
Okay. Hopefully it's a Terran game.
Hopefully. Oh boy. Can we hop over to America?
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah. Let's go, Poppy. Let's go. It's catching them in the chat. Oh yeah, I should also update this as well. So yeah, congratulations to herO. Before we get into any kind of replay casting, of course, shout out to Dave Tester and Chicken Man as well. Exclamation mark KSL in the chat if you want to support the Korean StarCraft League. Let me just put that in the chat right there. If you want to support the Korean StarCraft League, there is a Patreon where you, in the chat, can be involved, can get involved, and be a part of StarCraft history here in making this Patreon the most successful Patreon out there in StarCraft history. Even more successful than Olima League, to be honest. The amount of passion that has been brought together is unreal. And Dave Test and Chicken Man, without them, this event wouldn't be possible. So massive shout out to the two of them. And yeah, you can get involved. Of course, some of the benefits you get from being a part of the Patreon is that you do get replay packs. You get all the replays from all of the KSLs. So if you want to improve, if you want to cast yourself, maybe even just, you know, look at how these pro players play from their own POVs and maybe even learn. Maybe you're a Protoss in the chat and you saw herO go for that Charge-Lot or Mass Oracle and you want to do it yourself. One, you shouldn't, because I feel for the Zerg players on the ladder. But if you want to do that, you know, you can learn from that replay. You can do it yourself. You can try.
Yeah, for everyone in chat, the Zerg players on ladder are not going to have roach speed done in time for that. So
they won't.
Probably
they
kill
won't.
everyone.
Yeah, you'll kill us all, Papi. You'll kill us all the way to GM. Yeah. Again, shout out to the KSL, to the Patreon, of course, to the Patreon. And this is a weekly tournament, so if you enjoyed this week's broadcast, we'll be back once again next week. Initially, this was on Fridays, but now we have moved over to Saturdays, and we'll be staying on Saturdays unless we get some feedback from the players that maybe Friday is a little bit more accessible for the Korean pros. It's all up to the Korean players, like what's more or less palatable, what's better for them.
All up to Maru.
Yes.
I decided that.
Maru, whenever you're free, mate, let us know.
I'll be there.
Oh, we'll be there, Papi. We'll be there for Maru.